Good morning, everybody. It's Pastor Nancy. Good to be with you again. Love one another. Those are the words that Jesus spoke to his friends. He asked them to love one another. How do we do that? There are lots of ways that we can love one another, right? Like you can love one another by picking up your toys when you're asked to do that, or you can love one another by giving somebody a big hug, or just saying the words, I love you, by helping out in the kitchen, maybe helping by carrying your dishes to the sink. There are so many ways that we can love one another. And mostly we do that by serving one another. But during this time when we're not able to be close to very many people outside of our family, sometimes it's hard to think about how we might be able to love one another. And we're being asked to love one another in different ways. Like one way that we can love our parents is by giving them some rest once in a while. Like if they want to take a nap, maybe we can let them take a nap. Maybe even take a nap yourself. That gives them a little bit of a break. Some of your parents I know are working from home. They used to go to work in the morning and then they would come home at night. And now they're working from home. So one of the ways that you can love them is by giving them a little bit of space and letting them get their work done, so that then when their work is over, they'll be able to spend more time with you. And then I think about grandparents. I'm a grandma, and I don't get to be with my grandsons right now, and that's so hard. And I just want you to know that your grandparents miss you like crazy right now, and you can show your love for them by calling them on the phone or sending them a picture or maybe a video or even a nice little card in the mail to let them know that you're thinking of them. They will appreciate that so much. And then there's some really different ways than that, even, that we can show our love for one another. One of the things they're asking us to do right now is always wash our hands as much as we can. For a long, long time, use lots of soap and rub our hands together and wash them as best as we can. And then they also want us to use this stuff, hand sanitizer, if we can't have soap and water, or maybe even after we've used soap and water, we also use this stuff, hand sanitizer, and we put it on our hands and we rub them together so that we can get all the germs off of our hands and we don't leave germs around for other people to catch. And then this is something that's been really different for us. Some of us have been wearing these masks. This is like a mask like you might see people wearing in the hospital. And then some people are making their own masks. I had this mask. Somebody gave me this. Can you see it? It has kitty cats on it because some of you may know that I have a cat. So this is a homemade mask. But you can just put a scarf around over your mouth. And whenever we go out, we're being asked to wear masks. And do you know that that's a way of loving other people too? We love other people, so we protect them in case we might be breathing out some germs that we don't want them to get. So lots of ways to love one another. Probably the biggest way that we're loving one another right now is by staying home. We don't go out and play on the playground. We can't gather with our friends. We can't go to school. There are so many things we can't do right now. And you know that when we stay at home and we stay away from those kinds of things that we used to do, that's a way of telling other people, I love you. Maybe even people that you don't know. But because you're staying home, you're helping them. You're helping them to stay away from germs that might make them sick. So it's a wonderful way to love one another by staying home, by washing our hands, by covering our faces when we go out. Ways that maybe we never thought about before, but they really are ways that we can love one another. Love one another. that's what Jesus taught us. And that's what we're doing.